Hey guys, today I finally decided to, actually play the game audio. I slowed the game down just a little bit. So anyway, now we're going to be, in this segment, we're going to be a good little tourist and go just visit the graves of dead Pokemon for fun, basically. And fight our annoying Gary friend, our annoying friend Ryan. I did name him Ryan, didn't I? Yeah. Just making sure. I'm very happy with this moveset that Charlie has. It will probably be his final moveset. Might not be, but it probably will. Also, just because I'm sure all of you care about my Soul Silver game, I don't know why I'm always talking about this. I just wanted to mention it again. By the time I'm uploading this, I will probably have pretty much ground up my whole team ready for the Elite Four. I will probably, tell something about how far I am in Soul Silver tomorrow, or not really tomorrow, but whenever I beat the Elite Four, it probably will be tomorrow. And then again when I get to Red. I will probably be a bad person and cheat, use an action replay for experience, because it's gonna take a long time. It really will take forever to get my team up to level 60. And what I don't get though is why these people are all just want to fight on basically in a graveyard. If they want to fight, can't we just all go outside or something? Not that this needs to be any more annoying. That's a weird sprite right there. Now it's like a ball of gas with gas around it. Back then it was just a ball of gas. Or like a cloud of gas with eyes. It reminds me, one time Ryan made up this Pokemon named, I think it was named Ivus. And I, caught a Ghastly for some sort of run I was doing in Gold. Oh yeah, it was the G run. It was the letter run. It was on Poke Community. It's all the Pokemon you use have to start with the same letter. And the letter I had was G, so I caught a Ghastly. And so I was just running through the game with Ghastly, and it was great fun. Well, I didn't really get that far, only the first or second gym before I got bored with it. And I took a snapshot of Ghastly's status screen and I changed it. I changed the gas around the ball into I made it purple, and I turned it into an eye, because that's basically what Ivus is. Ivus is pretty much the same thing as Ghastly, except an eye instead of a ball of gas with gas around it. I mean, it's an eye with psychic energy around it. I came up with Pokemon sort of similar to that. It's also really stupid. It's basically, no, it's not that I made a Pokemon similar to that, it's that I, wanted to expand on that idea, so I made an Ivus. It's just an eye with psychic energy around it, and it evolves into this, two eyes connected by the little cord, I don't even know what you call it, that goes from your eyes into your brain, and I connected them with that. And then that was Bi-Eye, or it was just, I don't really know how you'd pronounce it. It's Bi, B-I-Y-E. It was really weird. And then that evolves into, I think that the last evolution is pretty cool. It was two eyes connected by that with a ghost, merged with a ghost. It was a ball of dark gray, purple, not purple, dark green. You know what I'm talking about, that swamp green. It's a ball of sludge, or not a ball of sludge, it's just a ghost, basically. It's a ghost made out of that sludge stuff with those two eyes, and it's called Poltergeist. I wish I could call it, if I had room for 12 or 13 letters, or however much it was, I would call it Poltergeist. Just Ruby and Sapphire. That was really awesome. Those were really good name ideas. And yeah, we're just sort of blowing through this, and somehow today I actually managed to have a little bit of commentary. It's a Christmas miracle. But it's July! Now, I got to say that, and when it was actually July. I'm very happy. I think that Christmas in July is, like, actually a thing. I always thought that it was just something that they said on Ed, Edd n Eddy. It might be. I've heard people say Christmas in July before. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Now give us some cash. Why does Ed, Edd n Eddy not come on anymore? It's such a good show. And yeah, I thought when the movie came out, I thought that they were going to be like continuing the show, but they came out with the movie and they never did the show. I don't really get it. Whatever. Here we are fighting Chandler. I have a friend named Chandler, but with a D. And I'm guessing that every one of these people's name is Chandler. I think that their names need to be like, one of them should be called Chandler Faith, and one should be called Chandler Hope, and one should be called like Chandler Angel or something like that. That would be hilariously ironic. Yeah, so this went by pretty fast, and let's apply another one of those. Right. So yeah, now we got... I'd rather not. I'll only give blood with needles when people, to people who need it, not people who want to eat it. You, sir, are one sick cookie. You literally are a cookie, probably. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. So, yeah, this sure is a ghastly. That sure was a ghastly. Now, I say that about everything. It's like, I'm lacking in commentary. That sure was a ghastly, wasn't it? That's just the commentary I use. So how about that L equals A? Isn't it great? Now I have nothing to talk about. It's the night of the... I don't even know where I was going with that. Night of the something. Earth-qua. So yeah. This thing has fangs just like Edward. No, he doesn't have fangs. He's not manly enough to have fangs. Why do they all have a sword? Or something like that. I think that's the only time in any Pokemon game that you've ever had to pick up an item, by the way. Just so you know, this is what a ghost looks like if you don't have the Silph Scope. And you can't hurt them at all. If you try to attack them, then they'll be like, leave, and it'll be like your Pokemon was too scared to attack. I love Marowak. It used to be my favorite Pokemon. It's not anymore, but one-hit KO. And if you run from it, then... If you run from that Marowak, then you'll just leave that square. And bottom line, you have to kill it. But in the original games, which this is Red, it is an original game, you can just buy a Pokédoll from Celadon Mart and use the Pokédoll, and you'll be able to, like, skip that whole... No wonder Golbat has always been considered so ugly. It started ugly. And what's worse is that Green and the Japanese Red tend to be the games with the worst sprites, so... Like, I can't imagine what sprite could be worse than that. Also, I changed the filter. It might make it look a little bit sharper. I hope it does. If not, well, that's too bad. We got us a coughing, which is, like, that design is wrong. The skull and crossbones on its belly, not its forehead. And it's not upside down like I once thought it was, because its mouth is under its eyes. I don't know, maybe I'm the one who's out of the norm. And that would be a bald guy. I want to rub his shiny, smooth, bald scalp. Isn't that fun? To rub people's bald heads. I know some bald people. That was a really random subject. It's just like, I know a couple bald people. It's like short people ain't got no reason to live. I don't even remember who sings that song, but it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And apparently it was a hit song, too. I want to know how somebody can make money off of such a stupid song. Anyway, a small amoeba, a small one-celled organism managed to beat an entire criminal organization. Anyway, must rub head. No, I came to rub your head. I mean, rub your head. No. How? Like, I understand that you need to love your Pokemon and all, but I've never understood how, like, love for your Pokemon will help you win battles. But still, unless you're using Return, of course, but that's an entirely different matter. So, what? He gave us the Pokeflute, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Well, anyway, we have no more use for that one thing. I didn't mean to go into Bill's PC. We have no more use for the Sylph Scope, nor will we for the rest of the game, so you can leave now. I'm not going to be saying anything else interesting. So anyway, what's wrong with the Focus Punch? No, I'm not going to complain about Focus Punch for 30 seconds after I stop anymore. Next time, we will be taking on a very big job.